So this is about 20 seconds into the first day, and it was at this moment I thought, what the hell have I got myself into? I got the jet wash out just to get rid of some of the years of grime that had settled on the boat. It also helped to get rid of some of the excess flaking paint on the bottom. It was at this stage that I realised just how bad some of the rotten timbers were, as I blew a couple more holes through the boat. So once again I had started to question what it was I had signed myself up for. Good morning. So today we're going to start work on the old clinker boat. We're going to start off by stripping all of the paint at the lower levels. We're going to strip the paint because I'm not too sure if any of the paint on the boat at the moment is lead based or any of the underlayers were lead based, so it's best not to use a heat gun on those. Haven't used this before, so I'll let you know how that goes and let's see what happens. So that paint stripper we used yesterday didn't quite go to plan because I was an idiot. The green paint on the bottom there, it's bitumen based, so the paint stripper just made it really tacky and made me, the dog and everything else in the vicinity green. After doing a bit of research, I figured the easiest way to get the varnish off the boat was going to be to use a heat gun and a putty knife. I thought I'd start on the back of the boat. It's a nice big flat surface and it would give me a better idea of whether or not this is going to be the way forward. Bye! Bye! I've paused the heat gun stripping for a little bit because some of the flat surfaces on the boat look a little bit like this. Now that is some kind of putty. I'm not nautical minded, so I don't really know what's going on there. I don't want to put a heat gun on there and rip it all out and cause myself a ton of work. But luckily there was a bit of boxing inside the boat which housed the engine, and the top of that also had some of this. So I'm going to go at this now with the heat gun, stripping, play with the putty, and figure out what's going on there for me to work out what is possible and what isn't. Let's have a go. So I've just done that test on that piece and I'm fairly happy, fairly confident now that I can go over everything else with the heat gun. Just be extra careful going over the rubbers. Once I do get everything done, then I'll quickly blitz over with a sander, which was what was planned anyway, and I'm pretty sure she'll come up sweet as a button. Good news! Originally we was going to use the heat gun and strip all of the varnish off the layers in here, but this little patch here took about 3 hours yesterday and there's still more work to be done on that. We had a chat and decided it's not a full boat restoration, we converted it, so we don't want to be wasting time is money. What we've decided though, we're going to get rid of all the fluffy stuff everywhere. Easier said than done again. Sand it back, and I think we're going to coat her up with a nice bit of paint, which is a pity, but the boat's serving a purpose. She ain't going back in the water, sadly. This section of the boat has got quite a bad bit of rot, and some parts you can actually just put your finger through. So, trial and error, going to try a few different techniques. Got an abrasive wheel on here, which I think is going to be too strong and rip it to pieces, but we'll have a little go. It doesn't matter by here, because what we're going to end up doing is cutting this section out, well that's the plan, and this is where we're going to have our steps for staff to enter into the bar. So let's see how it goes. it is taking chunks out of it, which isn't going to matter when it's all painted, because we're going to have all I don't know yet, cabinetry of some description in here, but it's not going to work because it's too fiddly, can't get in between the gaps. Next, bit of wire wool. It's doing okay, but it's not really. Some of this varnish on here, it's just years and years and layers and layers and layers of varnish, and it's just not bringing that up. So I'm going to pop to Screwfix or Toolstation and pick up wire brush abrasive drill attachment thing. I don't know what they're called, and we'll see how they go. So watch this space. Bits. These are the things I was talking about. Gonna see how they go. Picked up a couple of these, see how they go. And I got myself some of these. Let's hope they work. Right, some tunes. So that's episode 1 done. There's a couple of bits that we didn't film, either because it was a complete pain in the arse or I forgot to set up the camera. Very quickly, show you where we are. So that's how she's looking at the moment. Couldn't resist. I've given this a little bit of a sand. It's not quite to the finish that it's going to be at the end. It's a bit dark, but you can see we got rid of the engine. That was the pain in the arse I was telling you about. Everything in here now is ready for me to start doing some serious work. She's all stripped. There's the engine. What a nightmare that was. And that's where we are. The next episode, we're going to be raising the boat so I can get the trailer out to do whatever work I need to do on the trailer. Raising the boat is going to be a bit precarious at best. Could end up with a pile of timber, some nice videos, and no business to follow. So that is squeaky bum time. Thanks for following us, guys. Please share, like, subscribe, tweet, whatever it is you gotta do to keep watching the videos. We really appreciate your feedback. Take care. Bye.